Alright, the mic is plugged in. All the transitions are in. We're in under 15 minutes. Hey, welcome to OelGrez Carrier Sunday. And we have we might have a couple. Two good ones. This is the Zeppelin. That is a German line. It's a premium. I think I had to buy that one. But when I saw it, I said, yeah, I gotta have that. So that's alright. It's not a bad little carrier. It does have mono aircraft. These are the torpedo planes, and right now it's flying through an area that's thick with AA, which is it's going in. Come on, come on. There's, it drops three torpedoes. Um, got two hits on that one. When incapacity started flooding. Um, right now, I'm kind of sailing right up against the enemy, which is, but see, our team is doing an excellent job. Look at them taking them out. Um, so I can add my firepower, torpedoes again. See where that little orange is flashing? That's showing you where you're being shot from. That's where the AA is coming up, anti-aircraft um, guns and stuff like that, shooting up at you. Uh, Battleships, they have awesome AA. And the thing too, what you look at too is see all the tracers coming up. They're coming up from everywhere because there's like 3 or 4 different ships in that area, and they're all shooting because I got my aircraft there. You can see. Plus, their secondaries are shooting, and they're shooting at me. I'm taking damage because they could see me, they could shoot me. But I got one. I downed one. No, in fact, there's 24 aircraft. I downed 24 aircraft. We're up to 26 because I'm using AA like I was telling you. Carriers have awesome AA. So if whatever they're sending in to hit my carrier, I'm taking them down. So that's where I kind of showing how high that shooting aircraft down is. But I'm putting myself right in the mix of stuff. So his carrier is sending their aircraft at me while I'm being targeted by surface ships as well. And we did get one sunk. This was a pretty good batch. Like I said, I survived. Looking really, well, not too bad. We're orange. I have no repair kit left. In fact, on the carriers, that's automatic anyway, so it'll expend it if you got damage, and it'll try and repair your ship while you're out and about. A couple of things that one way over on the left that has the left trigger button there, that I think it's supposed to reduce the amount of damage your aircraft take. I do believe. Yeah, I know what you mean. Watching a little message here from a friend of mine that's on, and I'm just trying to put a little bit onto this here Carrier Sunday video, and that means I'll be pretty much caught up. I did Jesse. Got to do a little bit more. I got to set up Sergeant Bones though. We got Jazzy's got a place. Jesse's got a place. I want to do a little bit more there. Just kind of get Sergeant Bones a complex for fixing and repairing stuff, maybe. And they do have stuff in here that you can get to look like a garage. Hey, I don't know. Do they have tanks in Lego World? Maybe we could build one. Oh, now we're going in after the carrier. See, like I said, this is the graph is a German aircraft, so they got German. It's a different type of bomber than you have on your other aircraft carriers. So it took a little bit getting used to using a Graf Zeppelin, and I think I got a different colorful paint job on it. It's not the permanent one. I don't know. Is that permanent? Did I make it? I don't remember. I'll have to look. But the planes are monoplanes. They're all enclosed. That there is sends up fighters around your aircraft carrier. Uh, and like I said, that one on the end there is kind of like if I'm going in, it reduces the damage you're taking from. That was a nice little battle. The thing with this one is, see, 35 aircraft shot down because I put myself in danger, and I was number 4 on the list. So, not bad for a carrier. And we had some still shots. We had a little bit of time, so someone took the camera out and took some pictures while we were flying around. Um, but I think that's the Ranger aircraft, and that's what we're on now is the Ranger, which is another. That's a Tier 5 carrier. This one you have to. It's in line with the um, your tier tree. So you get the Langley. Once you get enough points from the Langley, then you can go up to the Ranger. Well, also I'm doing the bureau thing, where it's okay. Some more messages for me. Okay, I'll talk to them in a little bit, but I want to get this here done so I can get this taken over. Then I can clear out a lot of stuff and make room for new material. So, and I like to get some more. Well, I just did something for Worship Wednesday. I posted that. This is carrier. This is stuff I did this Sunday. Um, it was like the last minute there. I was like, holy crikey, this is Sunday. I'm supposed to be doing carriers. So I jumped on real quick and grabbed a couple of different battles, trying to working my carriers up. Like I said, I'm working on the Ranger. That's the next one. I'll have to see what the next one in line is. But it'll be interesting to see the upgrade in the aircraft and stuff too. But one thing too, when you're going up in tiers, you're also going up against other people that are well versed in World of Warship. Otherwise, you don't get to those tiers if you don't put in the time. So, reason for AI pretty much too is that uh, to go and up against standard, I can't afford to buy the top gear. Doesn't always help, but it does. If you got a top gear, top ammo, top whatever, and you got it maxed out, and you got the best aircraft, and you got the best carrier, and you know what you're doing, that's a tough opponent. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's all part of the game. Like in World of Tanks, though, if you get at some point, you get to a point where you can't do nothing to nobody, and they take you out with one shot, well, it gets kind of frustrating. So I've learned to kind of just sit back, enjoy, do different things with the game. Oh, see, we got one shot down there. And that's what I'm saying about carriers. They have another one being shot down. See what we got up there. We got 3 so far. Carriers have awesome AA. So if you're putting, like, is this the one where I'm going after his carrier? Their carrier? I do believe it is. See, I'm closing the distance between me and that other carrier. There's only 2 ships left. So why not sail towards that carrier, reducing the distance for flying to and returning? It goes back to what I was talking about, is when you send your aircraft out, you do your mission, and then when you hit that little mark there that sends them back to the carrier, well, they'll go back to the carrier. Well, at that time, that puts you back at the carrier. You can launch another strike, or you can control your carrier at that point. There's times, too, where I was in the middle of head somewhere, and all of a sudden I felt that shake, and I said, uh-oh, I went back to the carrier and started controlling my carrier, and a couple times ran for our lives, and we got by, and sometimes we don't get so lucky and they take us out. But at that point too, it's like if you get back to your carrier just before you go down, if you can think of it, you can launch a flight, you can launch a strike, and even if the carrier goes down, as long as your aircraft are still up in the air, which they don't have no place to go back to, so once you're done, they'll be done. You can still fight. and I've done that before where my carrier sank, and then I did the last couple of runs with them till my flight was exhausted, and they shot them all down, and then I sat the rest of the battle out waiting, watching the rest of the team. Because I usually sit and watch World of Tanks, same thing. I like to sit and see the outcome, and I'll watch other players. I'll go and I'll toggle through and say, hey, this guy's doing pretty good. Sometimes you see some things, it's like, hey, this is pretty cool. That they're doing some pretty cool stuff out here. Um, did I get? Yeah, we got a hit. We got a hit. Getting better with the bombing, by the way, a little better. Um, One thing too is trying to get the target so that the ship that you're targeting is coming into your reticle, so that when you drop your bomb, it's coming underneath the bomb. If that makes any sense. If I go and let's say I aim for the middle of the carrier, by the time the bomb gets down, the carrier's already moved on, and you miss. Torpedoes are the same way. If I aim for the middle of the carrier, that carrier is going to sail completely out of range. I'm going to totally miss it. See how I'm aiming for the front of it as opposed to the middle, so that my torpedoes will hit it in the middle and see. Look what it does to your flight. Gone, just like that. That's that one I was showing you where I got that 35. That's what that was. See, yeah, and that's what that one was about. Is because I even made a conscious thought about it when I noticed that most of their ships were way over there and stuff like that. I said, oh, hoo, hoo. They look dangerous. Um, and we missed. Missed target, need training, yes. And that's what it's about. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And then gave me the warning torpedoes. I didn't get back in time to really actually adjust to my, ow. That's what happens when you're flying and you hear that torpedoes to port or starboard and stuff like that. So if you can get back, like I said, what that does is that flight that was out there, they start coming back. You go back and control the carrier, you can launch another strike while that flight's coming back, and as they come back, they rearm and reset, and then they'll set you another. And that's what over there on to the right is the pool that you have of aircraft that are available. And then as they come back, that will up it if they come back. Some of them get shot down and they never come back, just like in real carrier. Oh, sorry. Got a rock up. Sped up that little bit there, so I needed to make some room because we were up over 17 minutes, so I sped that little bit up. I cut some bits here and there out. Now we're back to normal speed because I was just showing what we were doing. And we're going after the carrier. See, now carrier's stuck. He's stuck on that border. And AI, for some reason, they go to the border. Or what happens is the computer sets the carrier going, and it goes in a certain set line until something stops it, like the border. And a lot of your AI carriers will end up on the border, especially if they're running. Or me, I've closed the distance. I brought my carrier all the way around these islands, and look at my health. I'm orange. A couple more shots, and I'll be done. So it was like, do I go or do I take it? And I said, no, we'll close the distance, because all that's left is the carrier. They're a carrier, and our team is rushing to the scene. You can see all the ships heading that way. And if I'm not mistaken, we pointed the carrier out in the beginning saying, here it is. So we didn't have to go searching for it. I had that in a battle a while back where it came down to us. There's 3 of us left, but their carrier is way too far away. We could never get to it. Okay, do a script clip, please. Well, we moved the script clip down. All right. And we did have the one battle. We were number 4 as far as ranked in the battle, and that's pretty good for a carrier. Okay, script clip. Oh, script clip. cut, print, and post. Put it in the can and on the shelf from ELA Studio and Sons. Phil and OelGrez. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Man, we gotta slide this down and I'll leave us a little bit more room.